Get ready, it's going to be the quickest video Chandler's ever made. I need to make these door pulls. Alright, so the person already had these mounts and the pull that they had is breaking. So after several different versions and designs and modifications and such, this is the one that we decided to go with. And if you notice, there's a ring there. So what this video is going to be is how to make those, how to shape those rings so you have some pretty consistent rings. Very quick, easy. Actually, not much hammer at all, if any hammering on this one. But it's the concept of, you know, you have a piece and you want to ornament it with something, and you want some pretty repeated sizes, shapes. Here's how I do it. It's a kneaded tool, make a tool. I have this one from one of the other designs that I had, the horse bit design. I was going to bend the rod around this and then fold it back over, and it worked great, but that wasn't the design that they chose. So this diameter is exactly what I want. We're just going to simply heat that steel up and wrap it around there. Alright, you want a pretty good, even, consistent heat on there, and because of this jig, I can actually take advantage of those rods to get started. A little longer than I plan on. We're just going to get her in there, get her lined up so that we're happy. We got to worry about heat on this one. And just wrap, make sure you're pulling and keeping straight. Oh, it's too hot on my hands, little bitch. Get down there. As long as you keep pulling on it. That's because it's so hot I couldn't get a hold of it. We're going to keep them tight as we coil them up. There we go. Now we're doing some business. If you let any space in between there, you're not going to have as round of rings as you possibly can. Maybe 12 of them, but I don't think I'm going to get it. And you got to make sure that it's tight against that mandrel. It's too bad I lost those first two. I'll get one more maybe. Some of you guys could probably just do this cold, but hot certainly helps. That's as far as I'm going to go. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 good ones. It's too bad I messed up the first ones, but that's that. Let it cool a little bit, and then we'll just take her off the mandrel. She's cool to take her off. Typically you just kind of give her a little upward pressure and just unscrew it. You want to let it cool so that you're not deforming the rings while you're taking it off. Get off of there. There we go. So basically you made yourself a coil spray now. I was able to tighten up this first one. This second one is probably close enough. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 out of the 12 right there. But you want to get her in the vise in a way where you can strategically, because if you don't do it right here, you could lose an extra ring. So get her in there where you have a good straight line where everything is where it wants to be. And I'm looking at something in this range, so that I can cut those and have good clean rings all the way across. Come out with the angle grinder if you got enough ear. Vise very well, so I'm just gonna, I didn't go all the way through, I'm just gonna re-zip those. A little more dangerous this way, but just like that. With 8 good ones, which I'm pleased with. This one here just didn't have enough bend in it, so that one I'm not even going to try. What I do next, these are still a little warm, I didn't normally quench them. Put them in the vise. If you notice, They're going to be offset like a spring, right? So the first thing I do is get them in a vise and bring them together. Maybe a hammer hit would do that. I like the vise to help hold everything up. Then I flip them around in the vise. And I just use the hammer. You see, yeah. So we bring them in. Line them up left and right. And that one turned out a little ovalish more than I normally do. I don't like that. Only done 100 of these today, and that's the first one that turned out oval. Let's try another one. In the vise. Pinch it together. Up in here. And farther apart than they normally are for me, but you get the idea. Bring them together, clean them up. Wow, they're all oval today. It's alright, we'll deal with it. Just takes a couple of hammer hits. Because I'm on camera, that's why. And there's your ring. Alright, just like that. So there's a quick video. I'm not sure why this batch is giving me grief. It's almost like the cut I used. Well, that one would clean up. That one would clean up just fine, I bet you. I'm a betting you. Something was goofy with those first ones. This one will clean up just fine. Get them in there tight. Perfect. So, a little practicing. I'm sure what I did with this one is I put it in this way on the vise rather than that way. Maybe that made a difference, but it's close enough. Better than you can do by eye, that's for sure. That's how I make rings. That's it. Short and sweet. How do you like that one? Catch you next time. Thanks. If you found this video helpful, educational, maybe even if you just found it entertaining, and you want to support me, you can jump back to my channel. There's a button on the right hand side of the screen called support, and it's kind of like a tip jar. You can go ahead and leave a tip for this video, and that'll help me make some more, I guarantee. Thanks for your support as always.